Hi everyone! Welcome back to another episode of Mochi and Baklava.
Sipping on tea!
Yay! We're on episode 12.
Oh my god!
That's insane.
Doing great.
Yeah,
Doing great.
no, it's going well.
Yeah.
Quite enjoying it.
Yeah.
Hope you are too. Let us know if you do, because you're all quiet watchers, we know. No comments or anything, but yeah, let us know, please, if you have any thoughts. So today's topic, it's gonna be a bit hard to talk.
Yeah, pretty
It's
heavy.
It's I think something us all women suffer from. You wanna do the honor?
Oh, it's about the patriarchy.
Yay.
Well, not yay.
Yeah. But not really yay, but yeah. Oh god. It's tough. But we thought that we should talk through this because it's something we all face.
Yeah.
And I think our cultures have some issues with it too.
Certainly.
Yeah, let's get started, I guess, because yeah, this will be a heavy one.
Dive in.
Okay. 7.
How is single woman perceived in your culture?
It really depends on the place. I would say major cities, like it's a bit more normal, it's a bit more like blending in, and it's not like massively something that can be expected of much. Although there's definitely some pressure still, like, oh, when are you gonna get married or stuff like that. It does happen. But I would say there's a belief by some Turkish people, not all, that woman has to be accompanied by some man in their life, either a husband or their brother or their father or their uncle. Like there should be any man in their life for certain situations or like certain times. They should have a man with them and that they shouldn't be alone, if that makes sense.
Interesting. To like go out and stuff?
I mean, it really depends. Like, for example, living alone as a woman. Obviously, big cities, as I said, it's quite normal now. Like, it's not like, something people do anything about. But in smaller places, you would expect, maybe to accompany at least during the transportation sometimes. Not like everyone is doing it, but it can be expected sometimes that you have a man to protect you or something. Then again, protecting from whom? Men again. So yeah.
Oh, interesting.
I mean, this is a different perspective. But then again, if a woman is single and they choose to be single, and if let's say they have a really successful career or like they're really into their job and stuff, they can be seen a bit like career obsessed by some men. Not just some men, by some people, because it's really not to do with your gender, but it's just like some people will just think stuff like that, obviously. Or people might also assume, and again, I'm saying only people who have issues with these kind of things, not like people with a bit more, I don't even know how to word it, but a bit more open mind would not think that way. But some people might have been think there must be something wrong with her that she's single. I don't know.
Yeah, similar. Yeah. I mean, in Japan, well, I think it depends on your age. It's more about like a pressure
definitely
to get married or to have children and stuff. As a single woman, age of 30, just turned 30, I feel a lot of pressure. It's like it's not even from the men, it's just from everyone.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, especially from your family, your friends, and even if anyone is like pushing you, you just feel it because everyone is getting married, and all the like the vibes is like, aren't you getting married yet?
It does happen.
Yeah, and then it's similar to Turkey, I guess. If you're not getting married until, I don't know, 30, 40, I don't know, at certain age, people think you will be, you have a problem or something. Yeah, you must be weirdo or like going on,
or you expect too much.
Oh, that too.
Women are being judged regardless whatever happens. So
yeah, when a man can be single as long as they want, and no one would judge.
Although I think for men though, sometimes they might be like, when are you getting married question in Turkey as well. But I think it starts a bit later than for women.
Right.
I think that's the part where it's a bit more.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, it's gonna be heavy again. Trying to think light, but like it's very difficult.
Yeah.
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 Let's go ahead.
All right.
Singing mode.
Number 5. How are working women viewed compared to working men?
I guess similar as I said before, especially if they have children, they're like, why you like, why don't you just stay at home, take care of your children, take care of your home and like do something for your family? They can be seen as a bit like career obsessed or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Or like sometimes like, especially if the husband makes a lot of money, let's say, like your husband earns enough, why do you need to work? Like that kind of thing can happen. I would say still like a lot of people nowadays, like recently, people are a bit more modern and open-minded for like these kind of things.
Yeah.
But there will be still some people who will hold such thoughts.
Yeah.
Like big cities, it's very common. I mean, even smaller ones now that like we have like working women a bit more. But yeah, it's just like the areas of work that women also does can differ.
Yeah.
Depending on the place.
It's similar.
Yeah.
In Japan, people would think you're like career obsessed or money obsessed,
That's
or you too independent if you're not married.
yeah,
You're
true.
single and you're working hard. Like you don't need men type of thing. It doesn't matter like if you need a
Yeah.
man or not. I just want to work, so I'm working.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, I don't want to work, so I'm not gonna work, but still, like you just need to respect. Yeah, women.
really.
Let them do whatever
Do what they want. Yeah. Stop judging women. Let them do
I know.
and be whatever they want to
I
be.
know, right?
Giving attitude through the screen. But yeah,
yeah.
it's definitely a thing.
Yeah, people would judge some people.
But then again, if they refuse to work, they can be also judged.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, lazy, or like, oh, they're, I don't know, they want to eat husband money. Like, that's a thing.
What are we gonna do then?
Like, or like they're like, getting off their father or something. Like, but like, no matter what you do, you cannot keep the society happy. Next question, I guess.
Yeah.
We don't want to dwell too much into the questions because like we feel like we cannot get out of it if we go too deep and too detailed. 11.
Do you think misogyny is talked about openly or quietly accepted? No.
I think in Turkey we still talk about it, but not by everyone. There's a lot of people trying to fight against it,
Right.
like especially women. But then there are even some men who are like joining to trying to kind of like spread the word against it. But there's some group of people who just act like it doesn't exist, which is really hard because it's there.
Yeah.
And it feeds back into more of it because like when you ignore that it's there, you just basically end up not stopping it, but and in a way you're supporting it. It's like even if you don't directly, but indirectly you are giving support to those people by being silent.
Yeah, but similar in Japan, I guess. It's like there are a lot of people who talk about it, maybe online mainly, I guess.
Oh yeah, more similar.
Yeah, but I think a lot of people in Japan, they're not even know what's going on. They don't even notice, or they don't even have an idea, I think.
Because it doesn't bother them.
Yeah, and they just don't know. They just because I've never heard anyone talking about it around me, even with my friends. If I talk about that, they'd be like, "Oh."
They get uncomfortable and try to change the topic. Maybe do they do that?
No, more like they don't know. They just don't know. They'd be like, "Oh, really? Oh."
They don't know how to act or respond. Maybe then.
Yeah, I think they never thought about it. I mean, not everyone, but like a lot of them, they don't know
because it doesn't.
They have no idea.
Oh,
that's the problem. They don't even aware of it.
but then they all have their mothers who are also women.
Yeah, but it's the society,
Yeah,
and it's just so normalized. All those things are so normalized. So you wanna wear. That's the biggest problem.
I think in Turkey we have like two sides that like would fight each other in like especially on social media. Like debates, but like some people have very strong opinions and the other sometimes the opposite. And there's some middle ground people maybe. I don't know, a bit of mix. But I think I haven't thought about it. I think my mind directly goes like a lot of like protests, a lot of like because a lot of things happen on social media as well. People are reacting. That's why my mind is thinking directly. People actually talk about these things. But in person, I actually haven't thought about it. But we do have again some protests being made, especially about like, you know, when women keep being killed by men and like, you know, those kind of unfortunate stuff. It's quite heavy. I don't want to debunk here, but yeah, that's definitely something I think people are trying to say something about, but then it's not either sometimes enough, or it's the right people who are saying the stuff that has to be said. Like, not about wrong people, but like the people who actually can bring change don't always talk about it as well.
Oh, right. Yeah.
That's
I
the
get
problem.
that. We need to start talk about it openly so
Yeah.
people can know what's going on and aware of it.
Yeah,
And so we
exactly.
can slightly,
Heal
little
from
by
all of that.
little, we can change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was actually a lady, I remember who that was. She was like a professor, and she was talking about, this was more about racism, but she was saying like, anything you learn, you can unlearn. So we need to get to that stage where all these people who learned misogyny can unlearn it, so we can move away from it and make it a history. I think we live in a time where this should be history, not the reality.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Sorry.
I just, we need to put that here.
We know where it's coming short from.
Okay, let's move on.
Let's move on. I need a sip. This is getting me so thirsty and like.
At 20, what do you wish people outside your country understood about women's experiences there? I mean, I want them to know it's like Japan is not all about like anime and cutesy stuff, you know?
Yeah.
There's a lot of mess going on towards women. So I want them to know, and I want them to aware of it so they can be careful about it. Especially when you get on the train. Because if you go on a trouble, you're gonna get like transportation, I guess, most of the people. And then on the train, there's a lot of perverts that you have to be careful. I mean, a lot of people knows nowadays, I think, because that on internet. But you really, really need to be careful if you're a woman. And even if you're a man, there must be some pervert towards men too.
We should somehow change that instead of being more careful, but
I know, but it's impossible.
But yeah, just be aware, basically.
We have women only carriage, you know?
Yeah. You know, in Turkey, they wanted to bring something similar, but some people were quite annoyed because obviously it's like, you know, dividing as well. But at the same time, yeah, it brought a lot of controversies. Like, you know, people were like discussing whether or not it's the right way. Because it's also like, in a way, I appreciate the idea behind it. But in the end, it's like, how do you say? Yeah, women should be able to feel safe without the need of something like that.
Yeah, like first of all, why do we need that? Yeah,
that's the problem. That's where I think that's like a temporary thing, but it can lead to more other problems as well.
Yeah.
I think that's why a lot of people were kind of pissed about that idea. That why are we doing it? Because like we should be teaching men not to bother women instead of trying to protect women in a way. I mean, that's still a move. It's still a bit a thing that you could do, but yeah, it's a bit.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. And a lot of men ignore it. They just get on the woman only carriage. So
yeah, I think that's one more thing. I don't know if people include this because it's a bit sensitive, but also like some women face like problems with trans women.
Oh, yeah.
Because then like some people are questioning, which like I personally don't have anything against anyone, but then at the same time some people think that some men are acting like they're trans even though they're not is the problem. Again, every problem comes from men. You don't hear a lot of these problems, you know, coming from women. Not saying women are all angels or all innocent. Yeah. There will be always, you know, it's not, but when you look at the majority, that's another thing.
Yeah. And there's actually a problem that like in Japan there's this guy who dressed as a woman.
Cross-dresser.
I don't know what is it. What is that? What is it?
They just dress like a woman, but they don't feel that way. It's just like dressing.
I guess so. I don't know the truth because you know.
Yeah.
But how do I need to show you the picture, but like it's just so weird. He dressed as a woman. He goes to like woman bathroom and stuff. But then I don't think he's like a trans woman or anything because he basically wear a mask that you cannot see his face, and he like draw his face and stuff.
Oh, okay. He's trying to blend in.
Yeah, but it's clearly not blending in because he wear the gloves and stuff, so you cannot see. I mean, I'm sure there's a like actual people who act like, you know, as a trans woman, trans man. But there's some weirdos act like that. So like the borderline is kind of like.
That's why I think like creating separate buses or something is not like a way, because anyone who's gonna try to get in might do. And how do we differentiate, and how do we accuse the right people, like saying you're acting versus that's how actually they feel? That's the problem.
It's still complicated. I'm dead.
I think obviously everyone's experience is a bit personal, so not everyone will reflect the same way. But I would say maybe if any woman from Turkey at least get defensive, or if they're like a bit more backing up. I mean, it really depends because it's really hard to give an example. But I guess just make sure that there's always a reason why a woman behave that way. I feel like nothing is out of. I'm not even making any sense right now, but it's like. I don't even know how to explain. Like, if someone misunderstands you, you don't have any bad intentions, but someone thinks that you do have a different intention. It could be because they faced something really terrible that made them feel that way. That's why they're getting extra defensive or something. Well, I'm not saying like it's always the case, but I think there's still a lot of problems between men versus women in Turkey. Even if it's not like experienced by all women, there's still some women experience things.
Right.
And we should always consider that people will have different values, different past experiences. Because I don't even know, like I don't really have a specific thing to say, oh, don't, judge them this way or that way. But it's just, I guess, try to get people to know personally before you can make assumptions about them. And that should be all the way for like regardless of people. But I think that's definitely one thing. Like, know the culture differences a little bit more, maybe, so that you know that if like it's not about you personally or something like that. I feel like that could be one thing. I don't know.
Move on. 12. What's something people say that sounds normal but it's actually sexist?
Do something like a girl. Don't throw like a girl. Cry like a girl. Run like a girl. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah. What is like a girl? Is it like from Turkish or is more like English?
It's both in Turkey.
Okay.
But also in English.
Everywhere. Well, I think it's similar in Japan too. Don't cry like a girl or something to boys.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
And also in Japan, like I don't know the word for English. That's the that's the thing. So like if you're a girl, you have to be cutie, pretty, act like, like
have the
gentle
female charm.
Oh yeah,
something like that.
Charm. Yeah.
How do you say that in Japanese? Let's note that down.
Aikyo. In
Turkish, we have a word like that, cilve. I think that's the same.
Yeah.
Meaning wise.
If you're a girl, you act a certain way.
Not like acting like a child, but more like
soft, gentle,
feminine,
smiley. You have to be. That's the thing. Like, why you're not smiling or something like that? You have to be.
It makes me think of that Trump CNN reporter. Like, we don't need to smile if you don't
why
want
do we have to? Yeah.
I don't owe you a smile.
Yeah, that's true. If we want to smile, we smile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're smiling because we feel happy together.
Yeah. We're not smiling for men,
Yeah, not for you.
It's not to please men.
There's also one more thing. Babies, when people give compliments to toddlers or something, for girls, they will say like, oh, look how pretty she is. Oh, look how cute she is. Or like, oh, look how, I don't know, her dress is cute. Something like that, right? All about appearance. But then when it's a boy, it's like, oh, how smart he is. Oh, how fast he is. Oh, how quick he is. Or something like that. Like, like, that is actually like a girl is also smart. A girl is also like quick, and they can like do things the same as a man can do, and sometimes even better. I remember that one video of like the why the men need military, service thing, because like the left, right, left, the steps. Men, like early age, they're not going through the rhythm, but all the girls are like, going at it because we do have that discipline. Anyway, getting off topic, but yeah, when you talk about babies or children, don't just go for a girl's appearance, go for how powerful they are, how smart they are.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
why talk about just their hair, their dress, their like, I don't know, eyes or something? Talk about, especially actually talking about a children's appearance is a bit, worrying as well these days.
That's true.
I mean, we all do it. I mean, I personally will still, look at like, that baby has beautiful eyes, but also it's not all about appearance.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That's also quite sexist. So
yeah, I never thought about that. Yeah.
Let's stop doing that.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on. 14. Have you ever been told to lower your standards or expectations as a woman? Yes. Yes. And yes. I mean, it's more about like getting married and stuff. Because as a single woman, I get that a lot. Like, lower your standards to get boyfriend and stuff. Like, you have too much expectation.
Yeah.
You're dreaming. But like, why?
Yeah.
Because when men say, like, I want pretty girls, no one say anything.
Yeah.
They'll be like, yeah, you should get a pretty girl. And when I say, oh, I want a handsome, good looking husband and he has to be rich, people be like,
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing. That's what I want. I know what I want.
And to be fair, good looking is something you can just do stuff about. Why we are expecting women to lower their standards, but not expecting men to do their own better, like, do better? Let's do better.
Yeah.
Sometimes also not actually getting the result, but that like effort itself can be also,
True.
shoving enough to convince a woman. Women actually get like happy quite easily. Men over exaggerate this, and I think women can be happy with like small things. It's just men are not paying attention to. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, I need example.
It's like sometimes, for example, obviously I'm not talking about all women, but majority of women will be happy with the smallest things. Like even if it's a little, I don't know, a little something that they bring home without saying. Flour, chocolate, whatever. That's something small, but it can make them happy. Or sometimes it's just a word. Like women will always ask, like, do I look okay? Or like, how do I look? And stuff like that. But maybe say that you look beautiful without, having to wait for them to ask.
Right.
Like, keeping a woman happy is actually not that difficult, I think.
That's true.
But men overthink this and then they just... I think men don't really think about it. That's another thing. They think that women are difficult and then they just don't want to do anything at all.
But I feel like some men have this mentality not to spoil women too.
What does that even mean? Also, a woman will give back as much as you give to her.
Oh yeah, definitely.
The more you add, women will add extra.
Yeah,
you'll see that.
That's true. That's so true.
Happens. We're getting a bit out of topic. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
We're turning it about relationships, lowering expectations.
Yeah.
I think this does happen at workplaces as well. Yeah. Sometimes I think men are giving things a bit easier than women. A woman will ask for a salary raise or like a progression, like promotion. And stuff like that. And I think I don't know if it's I think the research also shows that, but I feel like men will get that easier than women do for some reason. Yeah. Even if we do the same work or whatever, that's definitely one thing. And I'm sorry, but if you're doing the same work and if we have the same result, why a woman is getting paid less and why should you accept that? Makes zero sense. Literally. Nope. So maybe instead of waiting for a woman to lower expectations, let's all do better together. Yeah. And let's increase the effort and the things we'll do and reach and meet their expectations. Instead of asking and complaining.
Yeah, why do we need to be the one change stuff? Yeah. We can change all together and be better.
Anyway, getting angry too.
How are women expected to behave differently from men in your culture? In Japan, we even have a saying, kind of, woman needs to step back, like 3 steps back from men or something. Yeah, like you have to be, I don't know, support men. You have to, I don't know, be quiet and just support him or something like that. I don't know. It's something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't find a like word for it. But
Yeah.
like woman needs to be like, you know,
Behind the man, like.
yeah, and we have a word for it, like we say tateru. Tateru is like it's like how do I even explain? It's like make men look better or something
Okay.
like that.
Yeah.
But like, why do we have to? Huh?
Why don't men work to make themselves look better?
Yeah, I will go step forward, 5 steps forward. You know, why do we have to step back?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we can walk together.
Yeah.
Yeah, or I can
literally.
go forward. Yeah,
Yes,
it's
yeah.
not fair. It's not fair. So, I mean, it's more like, you know, kind of old-fashioned way to think, but still, I can still feel that a little bit. Women have to be gentle and nice and soft, something like this.
I feel like, now that I think about it, like women, regardless what they do, will be expected to exactly different than what they're doing. If they are spending too much time on themselves, people will think, oh, she's obsessed about herself, she's obsessed about look. But if she's not doing anything, then people will be like, oh, she's very like, she doesn't look all that well, she's not taking care of herself well, and stuff like that. People will say she's not pretty or something like that. And then if a woman has a career, they're gonna be like, oh, what about like her family? Why is she not taking care of her family? But then if she stays home, they're gonna be like, oh, she's so traditional, she's so like, you know, bowing down to her, like, you know, family and stuff like that, like her husband and stuff like that. I feel like no matter what you do as a woman, not just men as well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes women as well, which is I think the hurtful parts too. People will judge you and expect you to do something else, like, you know, like, don't be that, like Barbie speech as well, don't be too thin, but also don't be too muscular, but also don't be this much, don't be that much. Like, why do we have to fit into someone's approval, and can't we just be ourselves?
Yeah,
like literally, why do we have to behave differently according to your taste or preferences, and why can't we just do what we want?
Yeah, exactly.
Let us be, you know.
Yeah, exactly. We just want to
Leave
do
us
whatever we
alone.
want. Yeah. Now I remember, like I heard this thing growing up a lot. Like when I sit, the way I sit, it's like if I like sit like this and open my, you know, legs
a bit.
like the knees are like apart. Even if I'm wearing pants, people be like, close your legs. I'm like discomfortable and I'm not like disturbing anyone.
Yeah.
And then if I sit like this, you know, like how do I say? It's like
cross.
yeah, like a cross legs.
Yeah.
We call it like otosan suari.
Otosan.
It's like the way dads sit or something. So the woman shouldn't do it or something.
Oh my god.
Yeah. If I do that in public, you know, people would be like, if you're a woman, you cannot sit like that. In Japan, it's really common. So when my cousin from the US visit us, I was sitting like that, and then one of my family members said, you cannot sit like that. And my cousin was like, why she cannot sit like that? And the other one said, like, she's a girl. And my cousin was like,
yeah.
And then me also, oh, you don't have that mindset in the US? I was like, oh my god, it's so different. So I went to the US.
It actually makes me think, I think there's also, I don't know how common it is, but like there's also an expectation, you don't sit like that around your father. But I don't know if people will say that for your mother as much as they would say for your father. Like if you're like too relaxed or something, like, I mean, we say for anyone who is older than you, you should sit a bit more together, like, but it's not necessarily like, it's like, yeah, for respect. But I feel like maybe it's told less when in presence of a woman than it is in presence of a man. That's even a thing. Like even there we see some differences, I think.
Yeah. It's so detailed. Like,
Honestly.
how can I just like, no, I just want to sit the way I want to sit.
Yeah, the way you feel comfortable.
Yeah.
That's really.
Well, I don't care. I'm just gonna sit
Yeah, do
the
what
way I
feels
sit.
right. Yeah, we live this life for ourselves in the end.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay. Number 13. How does patriarchy affect men in new culture? I mean, I've never been a man, so I don't know exactly. But there must be different type of pressure for them as well to act certain way.
I guess a lot of men become emotionally unavailable because they're not taught how to regulate emotions. They're expected to not cry because it's a sign of weakness.
Yeah.
It's not, I think being able to cry is definitely something everybody needs, and it's a problem if you cannot cry. I'm not saying like easily crying at everything. Not everyone will be the same, but I think everybody should be able to cry when they feel like it, especially like because crying is like a reset for you. I feel like if you're stuck, if I cannot cry, I get worse. Like bottling up everything, it makes it worse.
Yeah.
And then I think it also creates a lot of pressure for men, as you said, like they have to be powerful, they have to, I don't know, lead the family, they have to do everything that they are expected of. And when a woman does it, they are weak. It's not that woman is strong equally, but then the man is weak. Like, you know, that's also a thing.
Weird. Yeah.
I think, like they should be allowed to also like enjoying more feminine hobbies. Like, you know, there's no such thing like hobbies or colors, you know, just wear whatever color you want. No one cares.
Exactly.
It doesn't make you less of a man when you wear pink or purple or I don't know, like colors don't have gender.
True. I feel like a lot of men thinks when they can be vulnerable or like liking pink and stuff is unattractive. But for me it's more attractive if you can be vulnerable. And if you like all these things like pink, I don't know, doing nails, makeup, whatever.
Express in the way that you feel.
Yeah, just be yourself, and that's the I don't know what I'm saying, but you know, just
that's
be
the
yourself.
Right way to go.
Yeah.
Just don't force yourself to be someone else or try to, I don't know, hide your true colors. Just
you don't
be
need
yourself.
to be manly. Yeah, be yourself.
Basically, let people be themselves.
Yeah.
I think in the end, that's the most important. We have to just get through all these expectations from society.
Yeah.
And I think the things we should expect from the society: to be kind, to be nice, to be helpful.
Yeah.
Like these kind of things matter.
Yeah.
We shouldn't be worried about roles that each gender has, or like it's all personal. Like that should be decided based on the person's lives and preferences and interests and likes. It shouldn't be expected of them just because of what gender they've been assigned at birth. You know, like that shouldn't be the way. We should be worrying about things like we should like try to judge people who, I don't know, steal, who hurt others, who are harming, not like people who are just trying to live their lives.
Exactly. So we're good.
Oh gosh, I feel like this was such a heavy topic.
Yeah, it was.
It was a bit difficult to talk. But hopefully, we didn't offend anyone.
Yeah.
And let us know your own thoughts as well.
Yeah, please. From a woman's perspective and also men's perspective.
And if there's anything that we misinterpreted or like anything that sounded off, let us know. We're happy to, because I feel like sometimes it can be hard to express ourselves as English is not our native language. So we are happy to either correct ourselves or explain deeper what we really meant. I feel like that's also a thing. These kind of things like need a bit more clarity. But that was us.
Hope you enjoy.
Yeah, I mean,
and enjoy.
Took something.
We're all learning.
Yeah. Let's all get better, I guess.
Yeah, we can do that. Make word better.
Yeah. Make the word great again.
Orange man.
Had to be lighthearted in the end. Anyway, we'll see you in our next episode.
Yep.
Until then, take care.
Bye.
Bye.